Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and do you like playing video games? Do you like Xbox? Do you want to get an Xbox and invest in their ecosystem? Or do you want to maybe even upgrade to an Xbox One X? Not S, X. I think X is an upgrade, S is not so much. Well, now's your chance because Microsoft has announced a great deal. It's called Xbox All Access, where basically, like a cell phone company, if you commit to subscribing to their services for 2 years, you can actually get the hardware pretty much for free. And this was a deal that I had heard rumors about, and I almost made a video commenting on it, but I kind of wanted to see what would happen. Now that it's official, now that it's here, it's like, okay, it's real. Let's talk about the potential good things, the potential bad things, and of course, how this actually works. Now, the first thing, let's talk about the good things. The good is that a lot of people are on subscription services, and so paying for something on a monthly basis is not necessarily a new thing. We do it with our cell phones. In some cases, we do it with our computers. We certainly have been doing it with our cars for years. And so doing it for the game system seems to be the next logical step. It costs about $300 upfront for one of these machines, $500 if you want to do the X model, and you know, that's not even counting the games. You know, you have to buy a game and maybe an extra controller. With this new deal that they're doing, essentially everything is taken care of up front and you pay it slowly. Instead of paying it all up front, you pay it for over 2 years. And with the Xbox All Games Pass, you can download multiple games and just play your heart's content out with them. So it's a great way to get started for a very low fee. Now, the bad thing, of course, is that, you know, you are definitely committed to this for 2 years, which, you know, some people say, well, it's not a big deal, but, you know, it's just worth mentioning. And also, I know that one of the reasons Microsoft is doing this is because they are the biggest proponents of the all-digital game future. They want everything to be in the cloud. They want it to be streaming. And there's even rumors that their next Xbox is going to have a model that doesn't have the disk drive. There will be a model that does have a disk drive, but there'll be another one that doesn't. And so this is just kind of a way to get people used to the idea of like, yeah, buy our systems. It's kind of like a cell phone. You stream the games. And, you know, I personally, I see what they're doing, and I still prefer disc. So even though I'm going to enjoy the all games Xbox Pass thing, I will probably not keep it after the 2 years because I still prefer to own my games. I still prefer to have them on the shelf. I fairly recently bought Shenmue, the HD collection, and I've been enjoying it, and I don't know, I just like having the package. But now we're going to get to the point of the video that probably most of you are watching this for. How does this actually work? Well, here's the thing. It's good to actually discuss what this is and what this isn't. The first thing is that this is not just a simple subscription service. This isn't where you're going to go to a Microsoft store, and Microsoft stores are the only place you can get this deal, by the way. Don't go to Best Buy and Fry's or Walmart hoping to find this deal. You're not going to find it. It's at Microsoft store. And you're not going to just go there and sign up for it and hand them a credit card. It's actually a little bit more complicated than that. What Microsoft is doing is they're actually signing you up for a credit line. So you will need to have a credit check. And when you do your background check for the credit, if you qualify for some, you know, credit, they will give you a store credit for the Microsoft store. At that point, they will sell you the bundle. They will give you your machine, whatever model you decide to do. And they will give you 2 cards, the Xbox Live card and the Xbox Game Pass card that should qualify for 24 months each. And at that point, the bundle is pretty much paid for up front because you are buying it with credit. Now, how does this work out to the monthly plan? Well, like anything else, with credit, you have the first 2 years interest-free. So if you paid this off within the first 2 years, you will not get hit with an interest charge. If you do not pay it off within the first 2 years, there is a 30% interest charge, so be very, very careful about that. And to pay it off in the first 2 years, if you got the S bundle, you would have to pay $22 a month to get it paid off within 2 years. If you get the Xbox X model, then it would be about $35, $37. It's one of the two. I think it's $37 a month to pay it off before the 2 years. Minimum payment for the credit every month is $25. So if you're getting the S model, you will probably pay the machine off early. And if you're paying the X model, then you definitely want to pay the correct amount because you could get hit with some very serious interest. And it should be noted that if you want and if you get more credit, you can actually get something else in the Microsoft Store. And as long as you pay it all off within the first 2 years, then there's no interest. But that's basically how it comes out. If you do your job and you pay it on time, then it becomes a monthly payment of either $22 or $37 a month. And in 2 years, you would have it paid off. Now, there is a clause in there that says that if you cancel within the first 2 years, I don't know how you would cancel, but apparently if you cancel somehow, you would have to pay the remainder up front. So that's not a big deal. I think most people who decide to do this will, in fact, just be paying it on time. At least I hope so. So that's probably bad news if you're like a 16-year-old. You're going to have to get your parents' permission because I doubt a 16-year-old will have too much credit. But overall, it's a pretty good deal if you've got some self-control and you have a pretty good idea how finances work. A couple months when my finances are hopefully a little bit better than they are right now, I would totally do this. I mean, I do have Xbox, but the drive's starting to be a little clunky. It's a day one model, so, and I've wanted to upgrade to the X, so this sounds like a great opportunity. Now, it is for a limited time. It's only till the end of the year and while supplies last. And it's basically a big experiment. If it takes off very well and it like increases Xbox hardware sales by how much, then I think I could see it not only sticking around, but don't be too surprised like if Sony and maybe even Nintendo follow suit. But with that, I will end it and ask, what about you guys? Have you heard about this deal? Does this sound like a good deal to you? Are you going to be getting it? I would love to know. So comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, but even as low as $1 goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.